Hey, what's going on guys, this is Ash from Awesome Tech HD and today we are doing a review and a tips and tricks video on the Redmi Note 4. Let's get that going. Now, Xiaomi Redmi Note 4 has been one of the greatest selling budget devices in India for a while. And people want to get this phone are going crazy in Flipkart and me.com sites to get a phone. And let me tell you, Xiaomi has given this phone a great spec sheet. But is the Xiaomi UI optimized well enough to handle this phone and make it snappier when people compare this to an OnePlus 3? Let's take the RAM, 4 gigs with a Snapdragon 625 and an Adreno 506 GPU. Well, that is a pretty good spec for a phone under this category. Now we have the best color for this phone out there, the matte black version. This absolutely looks freaking amazing for this phone. So let's take a look around the phone. One side of the phone houses a SIM slot that's plain, and the other side of the phone houses the volume rockers along with the power button. Both of them are really clicky, both of them have chamfered edges, and they are absolutely looking good. Now on the bottom of the phone houses two grills, one grill for the speaker and the other grill for the microphone, and in the center we have the micro USB charging slot or data transfer, so whatever you call it. Now at the top of the phone we have a noise cancellation microphone along with an IR blaster. The IR blaster is not common in phones and under this budget, and also has a headphone jack. You gotta have it, bro. Yeah. And the volume blockers and the power button had chamfered edges. These in silver really complement with the matte black finish in this phone. The phone is fully made of metal, no plastic stuff around, and it definitely serves for a good build quality from Xiaomi. Now on the back of the phone we have a 13 megapixel autofocus camera with a dual tone LED flash, and take my note, one of the best fingerprint scanners you can find on any budget smartphone. It is also quicker than the iPhone 7, trust me. And now let's take a look at the screen. The screen is a 1080p IPS screen, one of the best screens under this budget. Really good one. You can't compare it with an AMOLED though, but still gets the job done. Really a good screen to go for it. Now on the bottom of the screen we have the speakers. Now how's the quality of the speaker is a great question that's been asked by a lot of people, and I would say the quality of the speaker is okay. It's not too bad, it's not too good, it is okay for a phone under this price. Let's take a look at this phone. This phone has a very good optimized Xiaomi UI interface. Let me get right into what I was talking about. The Xiaomi has really optimized the UI for the phone, and running 1.5 gigs of free RAM over 4 gigs really makes the phone to be snappier than ever. The phone is absolutely snappy. I didn't find any kind of lag. I've been using this for like 4 months from now, and still the phone is all good. It runs Android 6.0.1, that is marshmallow. We still don't have a Nougat update though, but Xiaomi has confirmed that it will be releasing it in a couple of months. Now the speed of the fingerprint scanner, as I told you, is quick damn fast. It's absolutely quick. It recognizes my finger all times, and it merely doesn't work if my hand is with some kind of liquid or something. Now take a look at the best of the phone has to offer. This is basically the tips and tricks. Now first, take the phone and I want to unlock it. Just double tap the screen and hit the fingerprint scanner. It's gonna unlock it. And pressing on the home button will turn on the flash for 3 seconds. Let me tell you that again. Pressing on the home button rigidly will turn on the flash for 3 seconds. Now press the home button, volume down button, and now the power button will make the flashlight on forever. If you want to turn that off, click on the power button again. We'll turn that quick. That's easy as stuff. You don't have to go into the phone to turn on the flash. That's one of the good features. Now the next feature is called the Mi Ball. The Mi Ball is eventually something that you find on Apple. It gives all kinds of shortcuts and going back home shortcuts for screenshot, lock screen, etc. Straight swipe left to lock the screen. That's how you don't have to even click the power button. So that's really a good thing. And swiping down, you will have an option to take a screenshot. The screenshot directly gives you the options to send, to edit the screenshot, and eventually this is a good feature. Now, talking about the next feature of the phone, the next feature of the phone is camera. Camera is not the best feature. I would say camera has never been the best feature for Xiaomi till date. Quick launching the camera in this phone is a good feature. Now, double tap the home button when the lock screen makes you to go hopping directly into camera and to take a photo. Let me put this in this situation. I want to take a quick photo. Double tap the down button and gets me the camera, and I'm taking the picture. And the greatest thing for one to own a Xiaomi device is the themes. You got tons and tons of themes in MI theme store. Lots of themes to go to. You also have the Pixel theme, the S8 theme, the iPhone theme. Just make your phone look whatever kind of phone you want to. It's also optimized well. The looks are absolutely good. Absolutely changes the way of how the lock screen, the phone, the messaging, the notifications, the keyboard all looks, and also the phone screen when the call comes. The theme store also provides wallpapers and ringtones where you can directly download it in just one click without hopping out into other apps. So that's basically a very good feature that has been given as an add-on for this phone. Now the cons. Now the cons aren't something that I absolutely regret for buying this phone, but still just have to go with it. The number one is dents. I do have dents on my phone after I just found using them without a case. So I have like 4 to 5 white dots. Considering it's a black background, I have white 4 to 5 dots in this phone. They do get dented out easily when you drop them out. Just using a case would just solve the problem. Overall, dents don't get too deep. Still, they just are there when you drop them. That's it. Now the next huge thing that I found was the stock pixels. Now I was surfing at the internet before buying this phone, watching reviews and stuff. I never found such a thing as a con in this phone. Now stock pixels are so common in this phone. I have a couple of friends who use this phone. All of them have stock pixels. Even if you are an owner of this and who has not have even one of them, you're prone to have one of them. Stock pixels can be removed by using certain apps. At that time they disappeared, but after some time they again reappear. So they're actually visible on an high brightness mode, and on the low brightness mode it's not actually visible. So when I turn my phone into high brightness, I do find, especially when there is a dark wallpaper out, I do find stock pixels here and there. But then that is when my phone is near my eyes. If my phone is kind of far away from my eyes, that's not a problem. I'll just mention some the stock pixels over here that I do find around 3 dots. I'll just circle for you here. So these 3 are the kind of stock pixels I find when in dark background. So that's not kind of an annoying thing, but still, a con is a con. I have to tell you guys out. The phone has a security app. The security app actually houses features such as battery analyzing, the amount of cache memory that is stored in the phone, and also the block list, the kind of calls you can block, permissions such as permissions to auto start, install a USB, and all those stuff. You have data usage analyzation, all kinds of stuff in just one app. You also have an antivirus virus scanning app. So the virus scanning is inbuilt. You don't have to have an external virus scanning app like Avast or another stuff. It absolutely scans your phone at that time and tells you if your phone is safe or not. The same way, when I'm having a lot of junk cache memory, it would notify me that I'm having a lot of junk, and I would directly clear it out. In one piece, you can see all the cache memory has been cleared out from my phone. So that's also a good add-on when you get a Xiaomi device. Now there's also a notification light. Now this notification light can light up into around 8 to 5 different colors. That's actually cool. Now the battery of the phone is 4100 mAh. The battery is absolutely good in this phone. Around in normal use, I get around 2 days of battery line clean. If I'm gonna play some couple of games, surfing, doing some YouTubing and all the stuff, I get around 1.5 days. So definitely a good phone around the battery life. So what would be your question right now? Can I get this phone? Well, I would say one answer. If you have the money, I would say it's better to get a OnePlus 3T because that has way more features for the price. But if you don't have the money, or your budget is around 15K, hands down, go for this mobile. This is the best smartphone you can get for the price. I've told so many people, I've recommended so many people for this phone, and I absolutely don't regret buying it. I love each and every moment using this phone. This phone is really slappy. I've also used the Samsung S4s, S5s, and all the stuff. They're quick at some time, but over the time they started to lag, but this doesn't lag. And you guys see, this also has Google Assistant. So Google Assistant is actually becoming common. Google Assistant is also now on the iPhone 7, but still you do get the upgraded stuff on the smartphone. Overall, this is a very good phone to buy. And people ask me about the front cam of the phone. The front cam is actually using the inbuilt camera on the phone. The front cam is not so good, comes out like in a brushed finish, but I've used other stuff like UCam and B612, and they absolutely do good, and the quality is actually decent. It's not so bad. And where the phone might lag in this time is just the camera. Its camera is. So that is a wrap for the video, and if you guys want me to do a camera test for the phone, I would definitely do it and keep that posted. And a gaming review is going to be down the channel in a couple of days, so make sure you post it on it. And that's the end of the video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.